Okay, I was worried that maybe I mushroomed it a little bit by banging on it. I cut it down with the cutoff wheel. It's not mushroomed. I put a bolt on the back side under there to try and tighten that down against it to pull it back through. It doesn't do anything, and that bolt's starting to round off. I can't get good angles on it. Then I tried putting one on the other side of it to push against it. Move that nut the other way to drive it out. It just hasn't moved. You can see, I mean, that thing is one with the thing. I drilled a couple little pilot holes next to it to try and get it to where I could spray some PB Blaster in there. That didn't do anything. So now I'm just going to start trying to drill out the center of that thing. And it's going to take forever, but we'll see what happens. I got it moving. After I cut the dog ear part flat again, I took a socket like this, held it with a pair of pliers, and then hit it with a sledgehammer, and it started pushing it out. So I'm just going to continue to do that, and hopefully I can get it in and out. It's really supposed to come back out the other way, so I want to try to get it moving. It won't fit out that way actually, so if I get it far enough in, and then I can tap it back and keep some PB Blaster on, it'll start cleaning the hole out. It should work. That's good progress though. That was flush, pretty close to flush with that a minute ago. So now I've got it that far in. It's still tapping, but it's coming. I'll just keep putting PB Blaster on it and pounding it, and I'll have it out in a minute, I think. Coming. Remember, that was cut flush a little while ago. Show you how far in it is, and I have upgraded to using an extension. And I have to use the sledge, the little, I don't know what that thing weighs, couple pound ball peen. Doesn't budge it. Oh, but that big boy does. Well, look at all that crap around it. It's almost out. I can probably get it with the little hammer now. Oh. This is that dissimilar metal corrosion stuff. It's like, it turns into like concrete. It's tough. It's out. That wasn't fun. I gotta clean the hole out. Probably go right back through now. Oh yeah, look at that, plenty of room. Just had to get that crap out of it. But I'll run that wire, like a battery terminal cleaner through there. Now, here's the sad part. After all that work, I'm going to go ahead and put the transmission back on. I'm going to bolt it back up. I'm going to save this for another day. I don't really have the room out here where I have the curb. The engine hoist just isn't going to work right. So all that work is just the prep for the next job. So I'll wait till I'm somewhere better. It'll come apart a lot easier now that all the rusted and messed up bolts are replaced with new ones, so I'm not worried about it. It'll be probably a one-day job to pull it next time. It'll take me half a day today to probably put it back in all the way. The good news is, I mean, I originally wasn't pulling it to do the clutch anyways. I was really doing it to advance the timing. So I'll just wait till I do that, since I'm not getting the 4-valve head right away anyways. And I have a client that I have to be at their place, the McDonald's, or not the McDonald's, the Custom Coach MC5. Go back and finish that on Friday. So I don't really have time. I still got to finish the in-frame on the engine, get this thing all cleaned up, clean the street. I just don't have time, and I don't want to mess with it. And the clutch isn't here yet. I went ahead and ordered it. I'm going to go ahead and carry it with me, and then when it's with me, then I'll have it. If I have a problem, I can change it on the road somewhere in a parking lot or something. I have all the tools to do it. I actually had all the tools to do this here too. I didn't have to grab anything special, but it's just unfortunate. If I would have got it out 2 days ago, if I'd have had it out 2 days ago, I would have been able to get it done the way I wanted to. But I'm not disappointed. You know, it'll come out easy next time. It is what it is. I don't have the parts. I don't really have the time. It wasn't my main goal anyways. My main goal was just trying to add a little power back to this engine because I could tell it was getting a little weak and it was hard to start. Didn't realize it was just the head. Probably those liners and pistons would have lasted me a long time still. So no big deal. It'll have a fresh rebuild on it. I'll swap the head later, and then I'll get in there, advance the timing, all that stuff. The good news is I like working on it, so it makes it a little easier. Well, I got most of my parts in today. Pistons, bearings, gasket set, liners. The fuel injectors somehow got delivered to a different address. According to UPS, it says delivered in Indianapolis, left with dock clerk. So PC Industries is checking into what happened there. Their software shows that it had the right address on it, so it sounds like UPS somehow made a mistake and just delivered it to the wrong place. But I got main bearings, rod bearings, pistons, liners, all the gaskets for the set, rear seal, main seal, front main seal, rear main seal, all that stuff, which I'm not going to do the rear main seal right now because I'm going to put the transmission back on all the way. But I also have everything, you know, I wasn't planning on doing it till the weekend. If I don't have the fuel injectors, it's not a big deal. If it doesn't get here till Monday, we just don't want them to get lost because they're, you know, that's $700 worth of fuel injectors there. I got to assemble everything, and maybe I'll do a quick video of when I'm assembling some of the cylinder kits. It's pretty easy to do if you have the right, you know, the Detroit tools that go with it. And this is all FP Diesel. I've been real happy. I haven't had any issues with them. I've actually had more issues with genuine Detroit parts with things not fitting right and things wearing or breaking. So I've always been happy with this. And PC Industries always does a great job. They're real easy to order from. Everything comes relatively quick. You know, I ordered it at the beginning of this week, and here it is already. So here it is, 3 giant boxes. So there's the box of liners, and that's the big box that has the gasket sets in it. And then UPS has acknowledged the mistake that they delivered the fuel injectors to the wrong address. They've already picked them up from there, and they're going to deliver them here by the end of the day. So I definitely appreciate the fact that they acknowledge that they made a mistake, and they're going to take care of it right away. So in my book, that is a good deal. Also, I am 6 days into it, and still no letter from the HOA. So gotta like that. I will do a good job of cleaning up out there when I'm done. All right, update. So I just talked to UPS. I was on hold for almost 50 minutes talking to them. And that package that they misdelivered, and then they told me they sent the driver back to get it, and they were going to re-deliver it today. That is not happening. That package is not coming. They cannot find it at all. They don't even know where it got delivered to. It's a nightmare. Now they told me they can't even promise me that they're going to have it delivered by Monday. That's my fuel injectors for the engine rebuild, and they just have no idea where they are. I wanted to speak to a supervisor, and they said that the manager, they would find out if the manager would be available to talk to me. And after being on the hold for that long, I just said, forget it. This is ridiculous. Your manager should have wanted to talk to me, but you know, they lied to me, said that it was coming. You know, I was fine with them losing it in the first place. You know, they said it was coming, so I was like, that's okay. You know, hey, you took care of it. You said you lost it. You misdelivered it. You're going to deliver it by the end of the day. That's fine. I was happy with that. And then it led into this where now they don't even know where it is. They can't tell me anything about it. They can't even promise that I'm going to get it on Monday. I'm very, very frustrated with UPS. That's just a bunch of crap. So I couldn't leave this video with a nice, happy ending about how great their customer service is when I just did all that. It's terrible. I am not a happy UPS customer today.